This is Frank Rolfe with selfstorages.com. We have a news bulletin for you from selfstorages.com. If you want a self-storage facility, this is as cheap as they are ever going to get. You might ask me, why is that? Why is now the lowest price we will see, possibly in our lifetime, on self-storage facilities? Well, it's easy. If you hadn't noticed, the U.S. is in a recession. Some call it a depression. People are just not storing things like they used to. The industry, the self-storage industry, is in somewhat of a turmoil. They're not used to having this problem. They're not used to having a bad economy here in the U.S. Many facilities out there are currently occupied only 30, 40, 50%. On top of that, many of the loans that those facilities had have come due and they can't pay them and they can't refinance them. There's a lot of facilities for sale out there as REO property. So what does that mean? It means you can right now buy self-storage facilities at 50% occupancy, 30% occupancy on sales prices that support those numbers. You can buy a facility that can actually pay for itself and cover its mortgage at a fraction of the occupancy that it had just a few years ago. On top of that, all these banks with all these REO properties, they're very eager, they're very desperate to sell. When you combine the two, what does it mean? It means this is probably as cheap as you and I will ever see self-storage facilities sell for. This is Frank Rolfe with selfstorages.com, letting you know, news release, things are cheap. If you're going to buy a facility, this is the time.